President Moon Jae-in proposed Seoul and Washington hold their regular joint military drills at a later date after the Winter Olympics, a move meant to be an olive branch to North Korea, hoping the regime will participate in the global games. Hwang Hojun starts us off.
It depends entirely on how North Korea behaves, according to the South Korean president, but
한미 양국도 올림픽 기간 동안 예정돼 있는 합동 군사 훈련을 연기하는 문제를 검토할 수 있습니다. 이는 이미 나는 미국 측에 그런 제안을 했고 미국 측에서도 지금 검토하고 있습니다.
President Moon said such a move is to reduce tensions on the Korean Peninsula ahead of the upcoming 2018 PyeongChang Winter Olympics, as well as to encourage North Korea to attend the Games, which will help in creating a conducive atmosphere toward inter-Korean and U.S. North Korean dialogue. These comments were made during an exclusive interview with U.S. broadcaster NBC News on Tuesday. While the president had previously mentioned potentially reducing the size of the joint exercises in order to bring Pyongyang to the table for dialogue, this is the first time he actually opened up about asking Washington to consider the possibility. According to a high-ranking Blue House official on Wednesday morning, such proposal was inevitable for making the upcoming games safe, and the postponement of the military exercises would only be limited to the duration of the Winter Olympics. He also added it's absolutely critical for North Korea to completely halt its military provocations over the next couple of months, warning that otherwise the plan to postpone the exercises would likely get annulled. The 2018 PyeongChang Winter Olympics will be held from February 9th to the 25th, and the Paralympics will be held from March 9th to the 18th, which may overlap with the biggest of the joint exercises that are held each spring, known as Key Resolve and Full Eagle, which involve more than 300,000 U.S. and South Korean soldiers. On matters regarding safety, President Moon said that Seoul is closely coordinating with the U.S. in operating a cyber response team to deter any cyber threats from Pyongyang. However, President Moon emphasized he doesn't believe the regime will try to disrupt the Olympics and guarantee the safety of those taking part in the Games. He was even optimistic on the idea of North Korea eventually showing up at the quadrennial event at the very last minute, which according to the president is, quote, as they always do. Hwang Hojun, Arirang News.